chat box if you are able to listen my. Today I'll take a small session. Okay, still my health is not set. Okay, if you cooperate, I'll just take a small session. Okay, so I am going to show how to do validations concept by using jQuery programming. Look at carefully. So for that, I am going to take a small form. Today, mainly steps I am going to concentrate here. How to write that programming steps here I'm showing. Observe jQuery validation steps I'm going to show. If we take any form input like text input, radio button, check boxes, drop down, multi-select drop down, before submitting the data that must be validated. If it is valid, then only we have to submit. Okay, how to do that validation steps I'm just giving here. Okay, first of all, we are going to do two levels of coding. One is at UI level or as input level. Second one is at query level. At UI level, we have to define one error section. Just I'm taking as a span, a simple error section with ID. At query level, we have to do multiple steps here. Okay, observe how to implement multiple steps. I'm just showing query level. Whatever the error section that you created here, first you need to hide error section. Okay, second, for this error section, do we need to specify the is that valid or not? Here we need to define a flag. Okay, that's actually a flag we need to define input flag which indicates true or false, assign with false. If it is true, that is input having valid data, else we have to specify it's an invalid one. Next, link input with event, key up event, on click event, on change event, like this we'll be having. Finally, define function for data validation, call function inside event action. That is step number C is going to have a call of this one here. These are the 5 things, okay, that we need to see here. This is at query level you have to do. If you want to implement the validations here, these are the steps that you need to follow here. I'm showing them how to implement one by one. Look at carefully. Now, first I am going to write a simple HTML form with the 2 inputs. Then I am going to show this step by step. These steps will be somewhat complex until if you do 2-3 examples. Once you understand 2 3 examples, remaining all are similar here. Okay, so it's like a one time effort that you need to learn here. I'm just creating a simple HTML file, saving with emp.html. It's a employee HTML file I created. I'm just taking HTML. I'm creating head section, body section. There, I'm just writing a simple form here. It's a empty. It's a empty form. I'm writing like this. Okay, you can apply CSS also, not a problem. Bootstrap 4. I'm just taking the same. Scroll down. Here CSS only is there, right? So whatever the content here we have, I'm just copying the same and pasting here. Bootstrap not only providing CSS, it is also providing the JS, JavaScript. Just unnecessary lines I'm just removing here. Now you can see jQuery dependency also added. Is my voice audible to everyone? Is my voice audible to everyone? Okay. Now look at here. I'm just writing a simple form. I think you remember Bootstrap designing. I'm just writing the same. First div, there I'm writing class equals to row. Then div class equals to call hyphen 4. Like this, I'm just defining 4. In the first section, I'll display label. In second section, I'll display input. In third section, I'll display error. Okay, let me show the small one. It's a label. Here I'll show input. Here I'll show span. Okay, I am writing a small one. Input type is equals to some text. You provide the name. Of course, we provide the path using theme leaf. Something just I'm writing emp name. We have to provide the ID. In case of theme leaf, if you provide a path, that is a field, th colon field, that automatically covers name and ID. Okay, but here we need to specify like this. It's a emp name. Now I'm writing span section, and here label also I'm just writing. It's a employee name. Just I'm writing for is the optional part. Just we are giving same ID here also we are giving. Now span ID is equals to, I'm just writing empty, or else if you remove also fine. This is what UI we have designed previously. If you see, I'm just opening this one and showing what exactly implemented. And here, if you better write one div like this, I wrote small code here. You can see like this. This is four columns. You can reduce if you want. This is four columns and four columns. Here I'll show error if any exist. Okay. Now just I did not do any designing so far. Just I'm writing class equals to form hyphen control. Like this, I'm just writing here. Refresh. It looks like this. You can even reduce the size also. For example, you can take 2 here and just do refresh. It is coming. If you want, you can reduce the space here. Just I have taken first one size 2, 4 and 4. Okay, total 10. Remaining 2 will be wasted. Not a problem. Or else you can increase here also 6 for error section. That is fine. Like this row, I'm just copying this row, writing another row. This is emp sal. Like this, I'm just writing one more employee department. Okay, if you look at the UI like we have, and also I'll provide one submit button. Okay, when you click on inside this, and if you come out, or else if you type something, I just want to show is that valid content or not. Now this is a simple form. Now I'm going to apply jQuery validation steps. Observe carefully. This one I'll show for completely 4 examples. This is the first one and small one. I'm just going to show. Okay, look at today. You'll understand only steps. You'll understand only steps today in this example. How I'm writing the steps, that is only you concentrate here. Okay, in first example, you won't learn complete validation. You will understand only steps in this example. Step 1, at UI, define one error section with ID. Define error section with ID. For example, this is a row. In this row, 2 columns we are displaying the label. 4 columns we are displaying the input. Remaining 6 columns are how many if you want you can take. There I'm writing a span. This is the first one here. Define one span as a error section. This span is nothing but this area. If you display any error, display here. Okay, For this I am just giving the id. You can give any id, not a problem, but for naming convention I'm just taking the same emp name error. For naming convention I'm taking step number 1 at ui. That's it. Define one span with id is equals to, here I'm just taking id and adding a suffix, that is error. You can write anything. Why I'm writing here like this, in case of multiple inputs it is easy to remember. In case of multiple inputs it is easy to remember. One input any name is fine. Come down, come down before the body ends and after all divs close. Generally jQuery recommended to write here. You can write even above also script. There I'm mentioning dollar document dot ready function. Like this I'm just writing here. There I'm mentioning a small testing purpose alert. I'm just writing a small message. Come and do refresh. It is showing a alert message here. Yes, perfect. It's a working fine. Now in the UI step number 1 is done. In query we have 5 different steps. In the query for every input 5 different steps are there. Step number 1, hide error section. Okay, what is the error section? Just now we have wrote span id is equals to emp name error. This one I'm just hiding by using selector. It's a hash because it's a id emp name error dot hide. I think you remember the selector assigned functions which I explained in the last session. Dollar, inside that we are writing hash because it is a id. Okay, so here it is done. Second step, define error flag and assign with false. Okay, with this name only I'm just going to write one variable where emp name error is equals to false. Okay, if it is false means some error is there. If it is true means error is not there. Like that we have to write the code. If you don't like this name you can change, but I'm following some naming convention. Okay, step number 3, link input with event. Okay, if we look at input, if you remove error, that is only input, or else if you come up, see here what is the id of this input. Text input is there. What is the id? Emp name. Emp name I'm just going to link with one event. Okay, that is actually link input with event. Just I'm writing here, that is input hash indicates id. You can see that is emp name. Id also I've taken same. You can see I just taken id also same here. Emp name. Id is important. Id is indicated using symbol hash. Emp name dot key up event. You can just see all the events it is showing here. Okay, that's actually I'm using Visual Studio Code. That's why it is showing all. Key up. There I'm writing a function. On key up, what to do here? We have to write the logic here only, but a coding standard I'm applying. If you write code here also works fine, but I'm applying a standard, a reusable standard code. Step number 4. Okay, every input event, key up, key down, on, change, that is change event, blur, focus, check, unchecked, Okay, drop down selected like that, multiple events will be there, we'll see. Okay, define a function for data validation. Step number 4, I'm just defining a function for this one. Just I'm writing here function validate underscore emp name. Naming convention I'm following. You can write any name, I will prefix with validate underscore emp name. I'll write logic here. Okay, and step number 5, call function inside event action. Inside step number 3, inside step number 3, step number 5 will come. Okay, whatever the function I wrote here, whatever the function I wrote here, call here. Whatever the function I wrote, just call here. In this example, you'll understand only steps, not the logic. Only understand the steps, how I'm writing. Look at carefully. At UI, I wrote span section. Okay, that is only one thing. At query, define one error section. That is done. Hide the error section. Define error flag. On key up function, define one validate function and link here. Generally step number 3, 4, 5 you can write as single step also, but it's a coding standard. Okay, function should return true or false. If success, it has to return true, else it has to return the false. Logic I'm just writing here. I'm just writing very small logic. Okay, if this input contains no characters, I'm just going to stop this one, where val is equals to dollar. Okay, that is emp name. This one only directly I can write, even it's a emp name dot val, reading the input value. Just I'm writing if value is equals to empty. If it is a empty, what I'm going to do here? Okay, else what I'm just going to do, observe. If it is empty, I'll display one error section in this span, but by default this is hidden. Here only hidden, right? That hide section I'll make it into show. In case of error, fine. In case of no error is there, show it. Okay, this is error. Empty means error, show it. After showing that one, I'll just display one text message also, or else I'll use HTML. Enter. Just I'm writing bold employee name. Like this I'm writing. Okay, else hide it. Finally, we have to return either true or false. For that, I have a boolean flag here. This flag, what I'm going to do in case of error, I'll return emp name is equals to error is equals to false. Just I'm writing here, it is error is equals to true. Like this I'm writing here, error. Okay, if still errors are there, return false. If errors are not there, return true. Your wish, you can take anything. Here you can take true and here you can take false also, not a problem, but follow the naming convention. On submit, this is not for now, it is for on submit scenario. If submit true means continue. Okay, else if it is a false, any one is actually false, that we are not going to take here. Okay, so any error exists like that also, you can take reverse also, fine. Anything is fine. Okay, we'll discuss this later, but as of now it has written either true or false for sure. Okay, now as of now, one function, one validation done. Refresh. Just I'm writing Sam. Okay, let me come back and remove. See here it is showing like this, SAMPLE, back button, 0 characters. Automatically it is prompting. I think you're able to see, pressing one character and removing, pressing one character and removing. See, I'm not even pressing a register button. That is actually requirement here. Now I'll change color also slightly by using CSS. Understood everyone? If you feel okay with this, I'll go for second example. Okay, same example, salary and department also. Okay, today understand only steps, nothing else expecting. Okay, today only become good in steps only. Okay, you try to remember these steps here. I'm just typing all the steps in the chat box. Okay, because I'm just going to minimize this one. I'll write for second example, concentrate. Okay, you can take true or false, anything is fine, because finally this function will be called. Okay, so remember, true means it is going to show that no error. False means error exists. Like that I'm taking. You can just even change also, not a problem. But this true and false concept, still I'm not doing anything here. That will come on submit button. That will come on submit button here. That will come later. Now let me continue the same steps for second input. Employee salary, I'll just take it. Okay, now look at the first step in the UI. Here I'll display one span. There I am writing ID is equals to, it's a EMP sal error. Like this I'm writing. Okay, next one, hide error section, dollar hash EMP sal error, hide. Define error flag where EMP sal error is equals to false. Next, link with input event. This one also I'm just taking key up only. Okay, but not with error. Link with input, not with error. Link with, if anything is modified here, we have to link event with input, not with error section. Remember carefully. I am just writing here, this is EMP sal dot key up. There I'm writing a function like this. This is step number 3. Step number 4, define a function here. Function prefix with validate underscore EMP sal. Finally return, okay, EMP sal error, whatever the value it is. Okay, then this validate function must be called inside this one. This is step number 5. Step 3, step 4, and step 5. Now there I am just reading the value, that is name is emp sal. If value is equals to empty, else this is error section. In case of error, display the error section. By default this is hidden. This is hidden. I just want to show that and display the error section. In case of no error, hide it. In case of error exist, show it. Okay, is it successful or not, we have to mention. Okay, is equals to false, is equals to true. If all are true, then only I'll submit. Okay, else I'm not going to submit this one. Even form I'm not going to submit. True means valid, false means invalid. Okay, now I'll just display error message also by using html enter employee salary. Just I'm displaying in a bold, not required, just I'm showing this small thing in a bold format. Now displaying some color. It is done. See, I'm not writing anything. If you type something here, it is going away. Look at like this. Of course, this is not a valid salary. We have to write pattern validation. Okay, let me repeat the steps even for third input also. Look at carefully here. Step number 1, we have to define one error section with id here. One. Now here hide the error section. Then define a var, create a flag, link with action event with input. Then define one function. This function I am calling in action event. Okay, now there I'm reading the value. First of all, if value is equals to empty, now show the error section. Whatever you are hidden, in case of this one it is actually false, this actually true. Show, see here. Of course, if you click on register, it is submitted, but that is also we need to do like this. I mentioned here. We need to apply even pattern validation, checkboxes, radio button, drop down, concept. Like we have so many here. Okay. Still, this true false we are not using anywhere. Okay, we have to use in submit button. Still, this true false I wrote here, but still I'm not using anywhere. Okay, if you are getting confused, remove this true false section. Remaining sections you understood, I think. If it is empty, show error section, color red, print message, else hide the message. Okay, so this true false concept we have to use. If all are true, then only submit, else don't submit. Okay, here we have to write a concept like if all are true, then submit data to server, else not. That logic we need to do. I'm just writing the logic here. That is called submit button logic. Also, we have to write. For example, first time form loaded. When you click on register, also we have to do the validation here. This is called the last validation. That is called form submit. Form submit is a very simple concept. I'm just showing here what to do for this form. Here we have all these inputs, right? Okay. When he click on this submit here on form submit, here button is there. For this I'm just giving id is equals to, okay, one submit button is there, right? Id is equals to, just I'm writing here, just I'm writing reg form or as emp reg. You can write anything fine, emp reg. Okay, on click submit of this button here, I'm just going to do some operation here. First I'm writing simply submit. Just I'm writing function. I'm just writing okay like this. Okay, now on click or on submit also fine. Okay, now just I'm showing okay message here. Instead of this, we have to link with submit button. Here I'll give form level better. Anything is fine. EMP register form. At form tag level, I gave ID. I'll take submit. Yeah, it is coming fine. So here I'm just writing a small action for understanding. Action is equals to save. Of course, it is not there. Just I'm writing a small one. Okay. If I click on register, it is submitted. It is submitted to save. I have to tell no, don't submit. Show error messages. On submit also, this is on submit. Okay, on submit, what we need to do here, all validate functions I'll call again. All validate functions I'll call again. Validate emp name, validate emp sal, validate emp department. If all are valid, then form also valid, else not valid. Just I'm writing here emp name error is a true, emp salary error is a true, and emp department error is true. True. Okay, this I'm just writing true and true and true. If all are true, just I'm writing return true. True means submit the form to server. Else false, I'm just returning here. Okay, true means form has valid data. False means invalid data. Like this I'm writing. All truths I'm just using here. Okay, this is form ID, submit, validate. Click on register. See. Okay, this is form inside variable, right? Yeah, return keyword I forgot here. Yeah, if name is valid, all are valid, submitted. See here, come back, refresh, nothing is there, register. Okay, I'm clicking on register, still error is showing. I'm just trying to register, but it is not submitting. On submit, call all validate functions one more time. If all are returning true internally, then true, else false. That's the purpose I have taken all true flags. Okay. Yes, sir, my health is not good. I am unable to shout louder. Okay. Increase your side only volume. Okay. Understood these steps and output. I'm not asking code. Okay. Only steps I'm expecting from your side. Steps only. Anyone having doubts in the steps? Output, just click submit. See here, refresh. If you click on register, error has to come. Okay, like this, it's a next level our requirement. If you type some character, error is going. If you remove, again error is coming. Okay, so here these are the steps only. I'm just giving a sample code if you want to do practice. Okay, don't worry about the code if you did not understand clearly, because this we will see step by step here. Only what I wrote today, you just follow the same one. I wrote a error section and hidden. Then for that I defined a variable. Okay, then link with event, then created one function. Inside that I wrote some logic. If everything is perfect, true. Error is there, false. Then call this validate here inside the event. Okay, like that I wrote here. Okay, still it is not over. It's a very basic example I wrote here. It is for emp.html. For you, I'm just giving a similar task to you. Student.html, student name, student fee, student course. Try to implement same here. Okay, try to implement same. Don't write complete functions at a time. Write one by one function and check how I wrote. First name, working fine, then salary. Like that you write it at a time. If you write all, we don't understand where is the mistake also. Okay, this one I'll post in the drive. Even I provide in the chat box also. If you want, you can copy. And your task is this one here. Okay, still my health is not good. Just I'm stopping the session here itself. Continuation we see in tomorrow's class. Okay, thank you for session. Today practice these steps only. Okay, don't worry about the code inside that one. Thank you.